Hey dolls, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make your own cut-off t-shirt like the one that I'm wearing, like this. I'll upload some pictures so that you can see it. It's really easy, so if you want to see how I achieved it, stay tuned. Baby, could you blow my heart up? I'm so starstruck. Baby, could you blow my heart up? I'm so starstruck. Baby, could you blow my heart up? I'm so. Okay, so all you're really going to need is the t-shirt that you're going to cut and some scissors. These are just ordinary. Oh, I got email. Sorry about that. These are just ordinary sharp scissors. You can use fabric scissors if you want. That will probably make it easier to cut through the t-shirt. So this is a t-shirt that I'm going to be cutting, and it's just a big Franklin Marshall t-shirt. You can use whatever t-shirt you want. This t-shirt is in large and it is men's, so it is big. The reason for that is because I want the t-shirt to be baggy. I don't want it to be tight fitted, and women's t-shirts tend to be like kind of like different shape. So yeah, so all we're going to do is literally just cut round the neckline. It's just a round neck, and all I'm going to do is just cut around this neckline here. So all the way around there, I'm just going to cut around that. I don't know if I sound funny, but if I do, I'm really sorry. I've had a cold, so my nose is still blocked and I sound a little bit weird, I think. So yeah, I'm just going to cut around the neckline. I'm not making any markings, I'm just doing it. I don't know how I can do it and show you, really. So I'm just cutting it. I'm not really worried about it being really neat because I'm more into like messy looking tees. So if you're more worried about it being neat and you don't want it to be all like jiggity jaggedy, then you can draw out where you're going to cut to make sure you do it nice and neat. But I don't think it's necessary, not with this kind of, with what you're doing, you kind of want it to look rough. So I'm cutting around that. I'm sorry if you can't really see. Okay, so there's the neckline cut off. So you're left with a round circle, and the t-shirt is left with this big neck. Okay, I'll put it on. I'll put it on and show you. If you go wrong and you cut too big of a hole, you can always pin it. It won't be a problem. So can you see? I move back. Can you see that it's just off one shoulder and on one shoulder? Can you see that? So that's how that looks. But I still think it looks a little bit boyish. So I'm going to further customize. I'm going to cut the sleeve because the sleeves are really long and I don't like how they look. You can see how long the sleeves are. It might not be like that on your t-shirt, so you might not want to do that, but I do. Do you guys like my flower? Love it. Okay, so yeah. So I'm going to cut both the arms to make the arms a little bit shorter because I don't like how they look at the moment. And just at any length, I'm just cutting. So I'm just cutting off the arm, as you can see. And I'm just doing it rough because that's the look that I'm going for. Rough, edgy, not really caring. But like I said, you don't have to do that. I'm just giving you the basics of how to achieve this. You can, adjust it however you want. So there I've just cut off a bit of the arm. And then I'm going to go around to the other arm and just using the bit that I've cut off, just measure it up roughly so I know where to start cutting. So I know to start cutting from there, and then just start cutting. So there, I've cut that off. Now with a bit of the arm that I've just cut off, I'm going to just cut along the seam, so I'm left with one long piece of string, like cloth, and then I'm going to cut along this piece of cloth, cut the piece of cloth in half because it's too wide. So that I'm left with a piece of fabric about that long, that wide. And then taking the t-shirt, decide which shoulder you're going to be wearing it off. So I want to wear it off of this shoulder. So I'm taking this sleeve and I'm just gathering it up. Okay, so I'm just gathering this sleeve up. So it now looks like that. That's how the sleeve looks. Taking that piece of string, and I'm just going to tie it. Take that piece of string, wrap it around the gathering. I'm just going to tie it. Tie it really tight. And then you can either leave it like that or you can do it in a bow. You can cut the bits off, or you can do it in a bow. I like to do it in a bow because it adds a little bit of a girly finish to a boyish shirt. And then I'll put that back on. So you can see how it looks. Just lower the camera. So can you see how that looks? So we've just got a little knot, a little bow there. It's off the shoulder, and that is pretty much it. That's how I do it, and it will obviously look a lot cuter once I have, when I take my vest off and everything. So yeah, that's how I customize my t-shirt. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.